Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. Motorists heading towards the Central Coast in Sydney are being advised to plan ahead with a large stretch of the M1 closed southbound. Hundreds of vehicles have had their tyres pierced and shredded by small chunks of steel which fell from the back of a truck as it drove between Ourimbah and Mount White. Owner of the haulage company which owns the truck, Daniel Halver, has apologised and is assuring affected drivers the cost will be covered.
No, it'll be our insurance. It's all under our insurance, mate. So I've spoken to a couple. They've got my number. A couple of people have already called me from the side of the road asking what they need to do. Where I'm informing them what they need to do, they just contact us, goes through our insurance, and everything will be covered.
Meanwhile, traffic lights are blacked out at Lookout Road and McCaffrey Drive. Motorists are being advised to avoid the area. The perpetrator of a horrific domestic violence murder at Mayfield is today expected to learn his fate for stabbing his ex-partner 78 times. In 2022, Mackenzie Anderson made a desperate call to police before she was killed. Last month, the Newcastle Supreme Court, Tyrone Thompson pleaded guilty to murdering her after breaking into a unit and breaching an AVO. In New South Wales, domestic violence murder carries a maximum penalty of life in prison. The judge has already said a 10% discount will apply due to Thompson's disadvantaged background. Police have set up a strike force to investigate an alleged kidnapping in Muswellbrook. Police say on March 21, a 25-year-old man was pulled from his car on the New England Highway and bundled into a silver Subaru Impreza and taken away. Detectives have released CCTV of the three men they believe could be involved. Two cars are also seen. Police say the 25-year-old was later found at Muswellbrook Railway Station with facial injuries. The men in the CCTV footage are described as Caucasian and in their 30s, wearing baseball caps. Nationals leader David Littleproud is back in the region today to make a last-minute pitch to voters in the Hunter electorate. Recent polls have shown the race for the Coalfields seat could be tight, with Labor incumbent Dane Repicoli having to fend off a strong challenge from Nationals candidate Sue Gilroy and One Nation's Stuart Bonds. The Newcastle Art Gallery's fresh expansion is now on show to the public as scaffolding comes down. Both the state and federal governments have given $5 million in funding to the project, alongside $12 million from the Newcastle Art Gallery Foundation. Director Loretta Morton says surrounding public spaces will also be renovated, and it's exciting to give locals a sample of what's to come.
You can actually see the scale of the expansion because a lot of the scaffold's been removed now. And so if you have a look around the site between Derby Street and Queen Street and Lehman Street, you can actually start to see the real form of the new gallery and just how big it is.
2NURFM Sport.
The Knights under-17 side are preparing to run out against reigning champions the Warriors in tomorrow afternoon's Harold Matthews Cup Grand Final. After finishing the regular season in third place, Newcastle toppled minor premiers Illawarra and the fifth-place Central Coast to reach the decider. Coach Steve Simpson is confident the club is primed for a good performance despite their underdog status.
I think we're a harder working team than them. Obviously they've got a lot of size, a big powerful team, so we need to be really smart the way we hand the ball over to them. If we play our best game, I'm really confident our boys can do a really good job.
The game will kick off at 12 p.m. at Leichhardt Oval. Meanwhile, Knights NRLW star Jesse Southwell helped guide New South Wales to a 32-12 win over Queensland in last night's Women's State of Origin Series opener at Suncorp. The Jets are preparing to run out for their final game of the A-League men's season and last under coach Rob Stanton when they take on Melbourne Victory this Sunday. And this weekend's Northern New South Wales NPL fixtures are set to be postponed following this week's torrential conditions impacting playing surfaces. That's sport. I'm Jack Seymour.
And the winning numbers in Powerball are 2, 9, 12, 15, 23, 27 and 30, and the Powerball is 10. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.